PLP achievements and congratulates newly ratified candidates. Plus, DPM Cooper says government remains committed to addressing concerns surrounding the Grand Lucayan Resort. And police issue wanted bulletins for 3 suspects.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis, and as always, it's a joy to have you with us. Topping news tonight, Prime Minister and Progressive Liberal Party leader, the Honorable Philip Davis, addressed party supporters during a PLP ratification event last night, where he highlighted key accomplishments of his administration and congratulated candidates ratified to contest upcoming elections. Speaking to party members, Prime Minister Davis pointed to several initiatives introduced under his government, including the National Breakfast Program, which he says was designed to support students and families facing economic challenges. He also highlighted the increase in the national minimum wage, describing it as a step toward improving the standard of living for working Bahamians. The Prime Minister further referenced the reduction in value-added tax, noting that the measure was aimed at easing the cost of living for households across the country.
You're getting is that you're going to be paying 5% less than you used to pay. That's the fact. And we can't quantify it because each of us decide what we're going to spend. Some families spend $100, some spend $150, right? Some spend $300. So what 5% less is what you are saving. You know, when young people needed opportunity, the PLP expanded BTVI, launched apprenticeship programs, created a youth card, and opened doors that were shut for far too long. The PLP did that.
Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper also addressing the gathering, delivering remarks to the newly ratified candidates. Cooper told them that the hard work begins now, urging candidates to remain engaged, committed, and prepared as they move forward.
Time to get to work. You fought for it. You got it. And now it's time to put in the work. No part-time work. Not vibes. Not talk. Real work. Groundwork. Door to door. Yard to yard. Community to community. From now until election day, it is full effort, full discipline, and full focus.
Meantime, the Deputy Prime Minister is also addressing concerns raised by workers at the Grand Lucayan Resort, including reports of delayed wages and uncertainty over employment arrangements. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable Chester Cooper, says the government is aware of the issues being raised and remains committed to working toward a resolution.
The government will live up to all of its responsibilities. We have a cabinet meeting in Grand Bahama on Tuesday. We have some great announcements for Grand Bahama that's going to continue to drive and revitalize the economy. That's going to be not just good for the economy, but the people of Grand Bahama Island, bringing significant new opportunities. And the Prime Minister will speak to these issues.
Well, in other political news, Progressive Liberal Party candidates for the North, Central, and South Abaco constituencies have been ratified by party officials as the organization continues preparations ahead of the next general election. Incumbent Member of Parliament for North Abaco, Kirk Cornish, was among those ratified and will once again contest the seat. Cornish says his focus remains on the progress made during his current term, highlighting development initiatives and community-based efforts across the constituency.
We came through uncertainty, steadied ourselves, and started moving forward again. And today, we are no longer standing still.
via building, improving, and pushing ahead with purpose.
Meanwhile, political newcomer Bradley Fox has been ratified as the PLP candidate for Central and South Abaco. Fox enters the race as current MP John Pinder completes his term.
Standing point in Spring City, Marsh Harbor, Moors Island. We've been through fire and flood together. Stood in the rubble after Dorian. Rebuilt homes, reopened shops, and reignited hope. And through it all, one thing remained constant. The PLP has stood with the people.
In other news, members of the opposition have been vocal about the need for political neutrality among government-employed broadcasters, warning that partisan activity could undermine public confidence. Opposition leader Michael Pintard faced questions from the media following reports that ZNS Northern Service reporter and sportscaster Jay Philippe is seeking his party's nomination in the Bain and Grantstown constituency while employed at the Broadcasting Corporation. Here is his response.
Well, certainly I don't see him shaping news or managing the process, but as far as I know, Mr. Jay Philippe has not been ratified by any particular party as yet. We hope he would be ratified and ratified soon, but he hasn't been, so the question doesn't arise.
In news from police on Grand Bahama are busy searching for Tristan Bethel of number 27 Manowar Circle or number 100 Coral Reef, section number 2, Freeport, Grand Bahama. Police need to question him in connection with stealing. Bethel is of dark brown complexion, stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, and is of slim build. Anyone spotting him, contact the Southwestern Division at 373-1112 or 374-3713 or 911. Police emergency 919. Crime Stoppers at 328-300-8477. Meanwhile, police on Grand Bahama also need to question Chandre Glandrick Todd, 27, of number 7 Schooner Close, South Bahama, in connection with stealing and causing harm. Todd is of dark brown complexion. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, is of slim build. If you see Todd, please contact the Southwestern Division at 373-1112 or 374-3713 or 911. Police emergency at 919 or Crime Stoppers at 328-300-8477. Meanwhile, police on Grand Bahama had issued a wanted bulletin for Waltia Shion Lockhart, 41, of Baintown, Nassau, in connection with a matter involving stealing. Police say Lockhart, who is of dark complexion, stands approximately 5 feet 7 inches tall and is of medium build. Police now confirm that Lockhart has since turned herself in and is assisting with investigations. Well, still in news from the crime beat, officers on Grand Bahama arresting an adult male on Thursday, January 22nd, 2026, after ammunition was discovered at a local airport. Preliminary reports indicate that it was shortly before 10 o'clock p.m. when officers acting on information apprehended a 39-year-old man after ammunition was found in his luggage. This matter remains under active police investigations.
And still to come.
Police and government agencies take community safety efforts directly to residents in Hers and Baz Lane. We will have that story plus sports highlights when the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, returns.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Strength isn't claimed, it's built. At Heroic Concrete, every block is made with purpose. Crafted to protect, poured to endure. From ready-mix to premium 8-inch blocks, we supply the strength our nation needs. Proudly made in Grand Bahama, built for hurricanes, built for legacy. Creating products to bring value to our lives and strength to our future. Call 820-4376 or email sales@heroicgrouplimited.com.
It will be a prophetic and apostolic explosion.
We're in the last hours of the last days.
Join the School of the Prophetic Ministry for the 11th Annual Apostolic Prophetic Release Conference, January 28th to 30th, 7:30 nightly, with day sessions at 12 noon, ending Sunday, February 1st at 11 a.m. Come hear from Prophet Eric Von Copeland from San Antonio, Texas, Apostle Rick Bethel from Florida, Apostle Christopher Russell from Christian Tabernacle, Nassau, and for the first time on Grand Bahama, Prophet Stanley Carmel from Canada.
As I am prophesying to her, I tell you, the heavy prophetic anointing is going to locate you.
That's the gathering, January 28th to 30th at the School of Prophetic Ministry. It will be an apostolic and prophetic explosion. Don't you dare miss it.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. A coordinated effort to strengthen community safety brought police, urban renewal, and environmental health officials into the Hearn Lane and Bass Lane communities. Officer in charge for the Central Division, Superintendent Stephen Roll, says the goal is to hear directly from residents and ultimately find meaningful ways to assist them.
We got a lot of feedback from illegal dumping, cars that are derelict, one or two drug peddlers. But of course, we take note, and we will be doing our endeavor best to rectify those problems. We plan to do more of these through the whole of the Central Division to speak to the people, to find exactly what are their concerns, and so that we can put our feet to the ground and deliver.
Now, the team also distributed flyers promoting year-round safety and home security, an effort Superintendent Roll says is important to the organization.
As a police force, of course, we're trying to bring back the public trust to the police department. Our commissioner always speaks on that. And of course, you know, a lot of negative stuff was happening recently. So we got to let the people know that there's not all bad. There's some good policemen out there. We have a good cause to make sure the Bahamas remain safe at all times.
In other news, a young Grand Bahamian woman is already making a meaningful impact through a newly launched community organization aimed at giving back. In just a short period, she has raised nearly $1,500. Funds she has reinvested directly into the community by providing support to various organizations and churches across Grand Bahama. Our Jay Philippe has more in this report.
10-year-old Kamara Roll, a 6th grade student of Sunland Baptist Academy, saw that there was a need in the community. She responded by donating $500 to Reach Out Community Center.
From hearing from my mom and listening to the news, I heard that there are so many families who have so much needs. So I wanted to be a person who put myself out there and really just give back to the community.
Kamara Roll, who also serves as a school prefect, tells us she was able to raise some $1,400 by reaching out to corporate Grand Bahama.
From letters to people who I thought would be willing to donate to me, I raised $1,400 to buy gift cards to give to communities that can help me reach out to the people.
At a very young age, Kamara is the founder and president of her own organization called YMW.
YMW, which stands for Young Minds at Work, had started off as a school campaign for class president, which I got vice. And I used me not winning class president as motivation to strive for better things with my organization. So I wanted to start with giving back to the community.
For Dudley Said, the recipient of the $5,000 donation through gift cards, he says he's overwhelmed by the gesture from a young 10-year-old.
We talk about the generation that's lost, but to see a young lady decide to help the church, decide to help the old folks home, it really is heartwarming. It says to the Bahamas that the country is in good hands if more young persons like ourselves continue to give back.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jay Philippe.
We salute our Facebook friend of the day, Miyoshi Lewis Pinder. We thank you for your continued support and hope you're having a wonderful day. And let us look at stories making news. Shane, what's happening in sports?
Well, the Elite Tennis Academy is doing a phenomenal job of getting some players on national teams. Plus, Grand Bahama Volleyball Association action continues. I heard one of the teams is trying to recruit you. They told me to tell you that personally, so you know that.
Oh, no, thank you. All right, don't go away. Sports is up next, right after this break.
Yeah, we shy away.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Okay. I'm about to have a good day, no matter what they say. The sun is shining down on me, birds are singing praise. I'm about to have a good day in every single way. The God who made the universe knows me by my name, so it's a good day. Baby in my arms, walking through the neighborhood, living in the present, not what I shoulda or could. I remember back when I was low as a rug. Now I'm standing up, look at what my father does, turning all things new, gray skies.
Come shop for what's essential and what's aesthetically pleasing for your home at Bullets Plumbing and Seasons Home Decor. At Bullets Plumbing, you'll find a great selection of bathtubs, stylish pedestals, vanities, faucets and toilets, water heaters, pipes, fittings and repair parts. Then make it a one-stop venture. Outfit and accessorize your home with beautiful items from Seasons Home Decor. Silk flowers and vases, rugs, shower curtains and pillows, candle holders, and delightful wall art. All at Bullets Plumbing and Seasons Home Decor, West Atlantic Drive. Telephone 808-3900 or 825-2700. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Strength isn't claimed, it's built. At Heroic Concrete, every block is made with purpose. Crafted to protect, poured to endure. From ready-mix to premium 8-inch blocks, we supply the strength our nation needs. Proudly made in Grand Bahama, built for hurricanes, built for legacy. Creating products that bring value to our lives and strength to our future. Call 820-4376 or email sales@heroicgrouplimited.com.
It will be a prophetic and apostolic explosion.
We are the last hours of the last days.
Join the School of the Prophetic Ministry for the 11th Annual Apostolic Prophetic Release Conference, January 28th to 30th, 7:30 nightly, with day sessions at 12 noon, ending Sunday, February 1st at 11 a.m. Come hear from Prophet Eric Von Copeland from San Antonio, Texas, Apostle Rick Bethel from Florida, Apostle Christopher Russell from Christian Tabernacle, Nassau, and for the first time on Grand Bahama, Prophet Stanley Carmel from Canada.
As I am prophesying to her, I tell you, the heavy prophetic anointing is going to locate you.
That's the gathering, January 28th to 30th at the School of Prophetic Ministry. It will be an apostolic and prophetic explosion. Don't you dare miss it.
Welcome to the ZNS Total Sports Cave, everyone. I'm Shane Stubbs. Recently, Elite Tennis Academy's Noah Russell earned a selection to the Junior Davis Cup team, highlighting the Academy's continued success in developing national-level players, with more chances to climb the rankings this season, according to Coach Alan Hall.
The Davis Cup is a regional event that's going to take place in Guatemala. That's the epitome of junior tennis under 16. When you're playing in this region, you aspire to make one of those national teams. When you make those national teams, only the top 3 in the country can go. There's a series of tennis events that take place over the course of the year. They have an opportunity to build their ranking. They get the points through the rounds with hopes of making that national team.
2 years removed from representing the 242 at the World Junior Tennis Pre-Qualifiers, Dylan Sykes now turns his focus to next month's Bahamas Pure National Tennis Tournament in Freeport as he eyes a return to the national team.
I'm trying to get as much time in as possible. I play till the sun sets after school. I started to get some training in the morning. Something I've been working on for a while, which is starting to come together, is definitely my volleys. Transitioning to the net is always a big part of the game. That's how you close the game. That's how you win most of your points. So, I've been working on that for a while.
Over on the Gridiron, youth flag football, Grand Bahama continuing to grow as President Perez Demerit hopes this springboards them toward finally launching a youth flag football league.
I promised that we was coming out with a youth flag football league, and this is us following through with that, and our intentions has always been to offer the game to kids in the community free of charge.
To see our girls out and coming out and enjoying the game, it shows us progress and the interest is out there. So we just want to encourage the parents and the young ladies out there to, come out and join.
In attendance on January 24th will be Miami Extreme Football League, led by former NFL player Reggie Givens, who will be in the house teaching the fundamentals. The action gets underway at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex practice field. And finally, Grand Bahama Volleyball Association action wrapping up at the St. George's Gymnasium. In women's play, the Pleasant All-Stars knocked off the Action Lady Servers 2-1. The scores in that win, 25-16, 19-27, and 15-14. And in co-ed action, the Youth in Action Ballers outlasted Expert Tech Solutions 2-1. The scores in that one, 21-14, 14-21, and 15-9. And that's my time, everyone. I'm Shane Stubbs. Catch you on the rebound.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Strength isn't claimed, it's built. At Heroic Concrete, every block is made with purpose. Crafted to protect, poured to endure. From ready-mix to premium 8-inch blocks, we supply the strength our nation needs. Proudly made in Grand Bahama, built for hurricanes, built for legacy. Creating products to bring value to our lives and strength to our future. Call 820-4376 or email sales@heroicgrouplimited.com.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
With over 30 years of service with integrity, services in Abaco, New Providence, and Grand Bahama, providing modern and state-of-the-art equipment, specializing in the maintenance and operation of waste treatment plants, waste oil movement, sludge extraction, tank cleaning, elite portable toilets, and hand wash stations. We are efficient, reliable, and cutting edge. We are B&B Galaxy.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Raven Davis.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thank you so much for tuning in. But before we go, today we officially sign off with a colleague, teammate, and friend. After 7.5 years of dedicated service, Jay Philippe has resigned from the Northern Service. We wish him nothing but success as he enters the next chapter of his journey. His contributions will not be forgotten and his impact will continue to be felt long after today. From all of us here in the North, thank you, Jay. We wish you continued growth, purpose, and favor in all that lies ahead. The Bahamas Tonight is coming our way next, and as always, be blessed.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. Well, our ZNS News team took to the streets on this very important day. And speaking to presiding officers and persons working the stations, the voter numbers today was pretty low. Thank you, Jamila. Both teachers and students reported for the first day of class here in the Western District. We visited a number of schools: Bartlett Hill, Martintown, Holmes Rock Primary, and also West End Primary. In addition, 8 Mile Rock High School. A point of emphasis this year is ensuring that teachers and also the students are in a safe environment. It's been over a year since Hurricane Dorian caused significant damage to Kelly's, but after major renovations and a total revamp, the hardware and appliance store is back up and running. And in sports, final day of competition at this year's Island Sports at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex. Athletes across the Northern Bahamas inspire us with their performances on and off the field. Well, an athlete, being you, tell us who is Erin Barr?
I'm a 1,500 meter and 800 meter runner. I specialize in them events.
In this episode of Females in Sports, we start with Nivea Smith-Williams, the first Bahamian to ever medal at the IAAF World Junior Championships. What exactly went into ensuring that the gym was prepared first and foremost, and that everything surrounding the tournament was legit in order for this tournament to actually be successful?
The purpose of the ceremony on this, the first full day of Bahamian independence, was the handing over of constitutional instruments.
Independence has always meant so much to me as a Bahamian. As a young man that grew up in New Providence and now currently resides here in Grand Bahama, also having the opportunity to live abroad and now being home permanently, independence has always been such a big deal for the Bahamas. Happy Independence, Bahamas. I'm Jay Philippe. 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 Be blessed.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, hear what the RBDF's internal investigation reveals about a now ex-chief petty officer's involvement in a high-profile drug conspiracy case in the United States. Plus, a timeline given for the construction of a much-talked-about specialty hospital here in the capital after locking in hundreds of millions of dollars in financing. And a look at how tourism shaped up in 2025. And what led to last year's performance. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. Questions swirling after serious claims surfaced in a U.S. case involving a former Defense Force officer. But government officials say their own findings tell an entirely different story, one they believe challenges the credibility of those accusations. Leading us off tonight is our Leah Cooper.
Following jarring accusations coming out of a U.S. court and from a U.S. defense attorney, national security officials say internal investigations reveal that some of these accusations are nearly impossible. National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Munro, tells ZNS News that once the matter reached the ministry and the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, both launched internal investigations. Citing the indictment, he says ex-Chief Petty Officer Roker is accused of using his position to obtain sensitive U.S. Coast Guard and OPBAT information to alert drug traffickers in exchange for bribes. But here's what the internal investigation reveals.
At the time in this indictment, he was attached to the Morale and Welfare Department of the Defense Force. That is not an operational department. Nobody in that department goes to sea. Nobody in that department is involved with interdiction.
Minister Munro adds that he's advised by the Royal Bahamas Defense Force's Intelligence Department that no one in the Defense Force, not even the Commodore, has operational information about the movement of Coast Guard assets. While the National Security Minister acknowledges that Roker could have told someone that he has access to this material, intelligence indicates that it wasn't the case.
In the sentencing, it would have been indicated that he would have given traffickers information about routes, maritime routes and ports. That is not something that would be unique to somebody in the Defense Force. Anyone who travels those waterways in the southern Bahamas, central and northern Bahamas, would know safe routes for go-fast boats and the ports.
And as to where this information could have came from, Munro says this.
He didn't go to trial. So we've never seen an account of this is what happened. We only have the allegation in the indictment.
In this past Thursday's local daily, Roker's lawyer was quoted that the entire system is being infected with drug money and corruption. In response, Munro chalks it up to merely bad apples, which exist anywhere.
To suggest that the whole of the Defense Force is corrupt because you have one or two bad apples is to do a disservice to people who day in, day out, just like the police force, go to work willing to die for you.
Roker is the first of 13 people to be sentenced in this case involving corruption that includes numerous police officers and a high-ranking Bahamian politician. It's a case that continues to cast an unflattering spotlight on drug trafficking in the region, but Minister Munro maintains the data doesn't lie.
The glee with which Bahamians seem to hang on to nationally being accused of being corrupt is quite disappointing. That's actually not what the world thinks about us. Transparency International does a corruption perception index, and the latest one that I've been able to see out of 180 countries. This is 2024. The Bahamas and the United States of America scored the same thing, 65.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Well, thanks, Leah. In other news this evening, it's an effort to bolster economic growth and open the avenue of opportunity for individuals who otherwise would be shut out. The Prime Minister today among those touting the advantages of the National Apprenticeship Program that officials say will be available to individuals with disabilities and even those with criminal records. Cleopatra Murphy has the details.
Opportunity should not be limited by access, and Prime Minister the Honourable Philip Davis says his administration through the National Apprenticeship Program is expanding access to on-the-job training for Bahamians in fields that are in high-demand sectors.
It's hard to overstate how important the National Apprenticeship Program is going to be in expanding high-quality opportunities for Bahamians. For a long time, we have needed more and better pathways that lead from school to work. Bahamian companies are looking to hire employees with the right experience. But if you are just starting out, how do you get that experience in the first place? Apprenticeships can be a big part of that solution.
The program that has already seen more than one of its participants receive full-time employment was the focus of the latest Opportunities Hub event at the Nassau Village Community Center, intended to connect Bahamians with programs that open doors from education to employment. Minister of Labour and Public Service, the Honourable Pia Glover-Roll, who has been a driving force behind the 6-week program and launched her own career through apprenticeship, sees it as crucial for individuals who cannot pursue a tertiary education without employment. She adds the program is a solution to the country's skills gap.
Right now, the Bahamas Department of Labor has hundreds of openings in our database that remain unfilled. And the true challenge has been in connecting people to those jobs that have the right skill set and have had the right preparation. So apprenticeships solve that problem.
Employers are also embracing the apprenticeship program, with President of the Bahamian Contractors Association, Leonard Sands, stressing its importance to the construction sector.
Our construction community is invested in having this program work. We are fully committed, as you see, two of our partners, ARM Caribbean and Trustco, from day one, they say, we're going to take some persons. We didn't even know how it's going to work, but it's that important for us to see the future of the construction industry. Tens of thousands of young Bahamians stand to be impacted by this program, and so we fully support it.
Through the pilot, apprentices have already trained in the construction and maritime sectors, while recruiting is now taking place for hospitality and customer service, with plans to add energy, health and allied services, information and communications technology, and other industries. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Well, just 10 more to go. A big night for the governing party Thursday after ratifying another 15 of its candidates, 3 of them fresh faces to frontline politics. Desmond Saunders was on the ground for us at the PLP's Gambier House.
A charged political atmosphere outside the Progressive Liberal Party's headquarters, Farrington Road, Thursday night, as party loyalists and supporters turned out in force for the historic event. The PLP officially locked in 28 candidates for the upcoming general election, capping weeks and months of vetting by the party's senior council. The slate includes 10 incumbents, a sitting senator, and 3 political newcomers, all stepping onto the front line as the party gears up for battle.
So I ask you tonight, build with me, walk with me, pray with me, work with me, keep disciplined, keep focused.
This nomination means that our leader has a strong belief in the youth of this country.
So in the following chapter of our journey, we will remain dedicated to building a resilient Eleuthero by increasing opportunities.
So tonight, I choose leadership. I choose progress. I choose Bamboo Town. And I choose the Progressive Liberal Party.
Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Chester Cooper, reminded the new and seasoned party members that the real work begins now.
You fought for it. You got it. And now it's time to put in the work. No part-time work. Not vibes. Not talk. Real work. Ground work. Door to door. Yard to yard, community to community. From now until election day, It is full effort.
Party leader and Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, appealed for party unity.
We stand together as family, not as individuals, not as factions, not as favorites, but as one PLP family. Tonight, we stand behind 50 members of our family, some who are joining this team for the first time, and others who have already been in the trenches doing the work. You have Kirk Cornish from Abaco, steady leadership for Abaco. Bradley Fox for South Abaco. Fresh energy for Abaco.
Officials say the new candidates form a formidable bloc with the new work centered on defining the party's platform ahead of the next general election. Here at the PLP headquarters, Farrington Road, Desmond Saunders of Bahamas Tonight.
Now, PLP supporters also heard from newly ratified candidate for the Tall Pines constituency and Minister of Health, the Honourable Dr. Michael Darvall, who last night announced that construction of the $283 million 200-bed hospital to be built along New Providence Highway has been finalized and is set to begin. The work, he says, will span between 30 to 36 weeks once ground is broken.
The deal has finally been signed, sealed, and delivered. The land clearing will begin in a few weeks, and you can rest assured you'll begin to see vertical construction coming out of the ground shortly.
Coming up, the Deputy Prime Minister gives an update on Grand Bahama. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the national report, that and more in a moment.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Crunch boring lunches and enjoy real food at a real good price with KFC's value deals. For $5.95, you can get a famous bowl and a drink or one-piece chicken box. For max value, grab a value box. That's a piece of our iconic chicken, nuggets, cheesy mashed potato, a biscuit, fries, a dessert biscuit, and soda, all for just $9.95. KFC knows value, and it's finger-licking good.
What if the reason you're stuck is because of the cycles you keep repeating? Cycles of fear, cycles of doubt, cycles of waiting for permission to live the life God already called you to. Every generation has a moment when destiny calls your name. On January 30th, 2026, that moment returns. The movement that awakened thousands is back. Bigger, bolder, and more purposeful than ever before. This is Shift 26. Under the theme, Shift into Wealth, No More Cycles. This is not just another conference. It is a divine interruption. It's your permission slip to shift once and for all. A reset for your faith, your focus, and your future. So mark your calendars, gather your tribe, because this time, you're not just coming to be inspired, you're coming to be transformed. Shift 26, January 30th, 2026 at the Bahama Convention Center. No more waiting, no more cycles. It's time to shift into wealth.
You're looking at a shot there of the lighthouse at the western tip of Paradise Island. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. Welcome back. Fresh allegations of backed up salary payments, uncertainty surrounding employment status, and unpaid NIB contributions. All issues hovering over the Grand Lucayan Resort and, by extension, Grand Bahamas' ailing economy. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Chester Cooper, today told reporters those concerns will be addressed, coupled with plans to drive and revitalize that island ahead of Tuesday's cabinet meeting there.
I won't delve into the details. The government will live up to all of its responsibilities. We have a cabinet meeting in Grand Bahama on Tuesday. We have some great announcements for Grand Bahama that's going to continue to drive and revitalize the economy. That's going to be not just good for the economy, but the people of Grand Bahama Island, bringing significant new opportunities, and the Prime Minister will speak to these issues.
The Deputy Prime Minister, who also serves as Minister of Investments and Aviation, says there will also be announcements of plans to drive and revitalize GB's economy.
There have been some concerns expressed through the ordinary course of public consultation as it relates to what was perceived as potential environmental impact. Anything related to environment, the government takes extremely seriously. It's a part of the public engagement that neighbors have an opportunity to object, and this has been done in a most public and regrettable way.
Minister Cooper also following up on concerns that development of the $200 million 124-acre Rosewood Resort on East Samson Key, Exuma, poses a threat to surrounding marine habitats. An initial plan submitted by Miami-based developer Integra Group revealed that the resort service dock would require dredging over 1 acre of sensitive seabed, leading local environmental advocates to speak out and developers to restructure and resubmit their plan.
As Minister responsible for investments, I've always gone on record in saying that if a development cannot pass the environmental smell test, it will not happen. That is the policy of the government. And Exuma is perhaps the most pristine environment anywhere on the planet.
Well, just as the tourism minister long predicted, 2025 shaped up to be another banner year for the top industry, and this despite December's roundup not yet in. Just listen in. Between January and November last year, foreign air and sea arrivals pulled in 11.11 million visitors, an upswing from the just over 10 million the year prior. Making up that 11+ million figure, 1.52 million tourists from the air segment and 9.5 million in sea arrivals. A further breakdown of those figures show that up to November, 4.9 million air and sea visitors to the Bahamas spent their time in Nassau or Paradise Island. Rounding out the top 5 islands, the Berry Islands and Bimini, with 2.4 and 1.3 million visitors respectively. Grand Bahama, whose figures jumped from nearly 500,000 in 2024 to 880,000 a year later, and Eleuthera. The Freedom Isle saw a 22% increase, taking it close to 500,000 visitors. Now, among the islands recording a loss up to November was Exuma. Its 72,705 visitors fell to 63,292. So far, April 2025 has outperformed the other months with more than 185,000 visitors compared to 2024's 172,000+. September 2025's tropical storm Imelda is said to have interrupted travel to the destination, with many airports throughout the country closing their doors until September 28th. A similar chain of events a month later with Hurricane Melissa. Tourism officials say the impacts of the storm spilled over in November.
It's one thing for me to say 11.11 million visitors, but when I'm not connecting our locals to the opportunities, then that's a problem.
But while Tourism Director General Latia Duncombe assures the brand remains strong, she acknowledges part of the work comes down to converting lookers into bookers.
2024, our groups and conferences business delivered $29 million to the destination. 2025, 81 million is the number. We always hear the phrase that groups is the foundation. because that's really and truly what it is. When they come to our shores for conferences and for events, that's a captive audience. And it's also an opportunity because they're experiencing the Bahamas beyond the shorelines, beyond the sun, sand, and sea. And so all of those individuals that are coming for these groups and for these conferences are able to return to the destination.
Meantime, a meeting of the minds, and on the agenda, discussions on how to improve circumstances and chances for women and children who fall victim to issues like gender-based violence. Our Danielle Dean reports from a summit hosted by this group who've been pivotal in protecting Bahamian women.
U.S.-based Links Incorporated, a body of some 18,000 plus women from the U.S., U.K. and Bahamas sworn to leadership, service and improving communities, are in town for the 2026 Southern Area Leadership Summit. One of the organization's more notable projects, a safe house established in the early 2000s, continues to serve as a pillar of comfort for Bahamian women and girls.
That was so badly needed when it was established in 2003 and continues to serve a huge need in our community. Let me put it in context. A family or a woman in crisis is able to come to our safe house with her children any hour of the day or night, contacting social services, and social services connects them with us, and she has a safe space for herself and her children.
Deputy Prime Minister the Honourable Chester Cooper, whose wife is one of the local chapter's 36 members, congratulated the Links for the role they play in facilitating tertiary education for women from the Family Islands.
And the young women who come from our far-flung islands to come to New Providence for college with nowhere to stay.
A wing of the Safe House serves as a dormitory for college-going women. Plans are in the works to build a specialized dorm.
And our new facility, which is 99% complete, I'm happy to say, will accommodate 24 young women. It's closer to the University of the Bahamas, and it will provide that support system that they need.
Feast says it's all about taking practical steps to protect women, make easier their education, and create communities where women can thrive. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Whether you need life insurance, an endowment plan, or health insurance, BAF has you for all stages of your life.
This is Porky's gas station, and this is Porky, and he's celebrating his 80th birthday this year. And to give back to the Bahamian people, Porky is dropping his gas prices all the way down to
$4.99 for limited time only.
So bring your car, truck, trolley, plate, or cup, and let's celebrate on a high note while the prices are low. Hey, Porky, let me get $5 with it and leave my car home when I walk here. Are you serious, man? Just $5, man. I can put it in my tank.
You serious?
My car home.
You serious?
Like, what you grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. They have a special on all the large one-topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, VAT included, but.
Do I need the $10 special plate? How many would you like? 20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, boy.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, a somber day here at the Broadcasting Corporation as final goodbyes were said to Tanya Smith Cartwright, our former Director of Local Programming and Acting Director of News. Diane Dorset reports.
She lived her life in full color, bold, unapologetic, and passionate about her work. On Friday, family, friends, and colleagues gathered to celebrate the life of Tanya Smith Cartwright at St. Agnes Anglican Church on Blue Hill Road. It was a reflection of her spirit, with vibrant floral arrangements, our congregation in colorful attire, and stories of a woman who never shied away from speaking her mind. The Honorable Miles Zarola, Minister of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting, described her as a true professional, someone who lived the very message she shared with others.
She enjoyed her work. She enjoyed being around people. She was a true professional. She either loved you or she did not. There was no in between. Feisty is an understatement to me. But you loved her because of who she was, because she gave that same deference to individuals.
For those who worked with her, she was a force, demanding excellence, defending her team, and pushing the industry forward. In a moving tribute, close friend Lisa Turnquest remembered her impact in media and in life.
But what I do know is my dear friend is gone. Her laughter, her creativity, her frankness, her hunger for excellence, and her unmatched wit and dedication to her craft. I know that she has left an indelible, vibrant mark in Bahamian media. Finally, I know that the love of her life, Giro, is in deep pain, which only will be soothed when they meet again.
As the service continued, Archdeacon Keith Cartwright, rector of St. Agnes, offered words of comfort to a grieving congregation, entrusting Tanya Smith Cartwright back to God.
But today, my dear brothers and sisters, we give Tanya back to the God who created her in his image and likeness, who gave that special treasure gift to us, whom we all enjoyed, who we all loved. And yes, when she had to say her piece, we all had to reflect. And yes, she did it out of love.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Diane Dorset.
Well, thanks, Diane. Now, on a much lighter note, Royston and Marlena join us live for a sneak peek of what's coming up in Access Now.
Good evening, Wakushla. Of course, it's access to entertainment, and things are heated up not only in the studio, but on social media as well. I don't know if you've known, after last night's conversation about Wendy's and Popeyes, it seems some other franchises want to take some heat on, including Bahamas Subs.
I'm curious. You know, it's interesting how many people are getting involved. Marketing is marketing.
Marketing's marketing.
Any publicity is good publicity, so I guess more people are going to be trying them. If you want to have an opinion and you're a fair person, be like, well, I guess I'll just have to taste it to see what's good and what's bad.
I like that. Pick your options carefully.
Oh, yeah. And then we also have, of course, Entertainment Friday happening. We've got Johnny Cake back in the house. He's a frequent flyer with us. And we're curious to hear what he's been up to since last time and what he's going to be performing for us tonight. So
racking up those AA Advantage miles as well.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, sounds good as always. Stay with us, the Bahamas Tonight. The National Report continues after this.
Sweet and spicy, marinated right, tossed with chili, garlic and ginger, got many flavors, like honey barbecue.
Signature hot wings, turn on the heat for you. Those pepper wings, what's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know. So many flavors to try. What's your flavor? Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new.
Signature hot wings.
What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know.
Those pepper wings.
Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect, a first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean, removing up to 100% of deposits, restoring your engine to perform like new. All new Restore and Protect, another first by Valvoline, distributed by Battering Tire Specialists.
Bang, bing. bang ding, ding ding dong, bang bang bang, ding bang ding, bing bang ding, ding ding dong, bang bang bang, ding bang ding, bing bang ding, ding ding dong, bing bang ding, ding ding dong.
And that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Your favorite products from wall to wall, we have it all at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. First Choice Sugar, 4 pounds, $2.59. Quaker Oats, assorted 18 ounces, $3.99. Ginger Evans Flour, 5 pounds, $3.69. Sweet Blueberries, 6 ounces, $3.49. Whole chicken wings, $1.69 per pound. It's a great year to save when you shop the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
A call for stiffer penalties when intentionally abusing disabled parking spaces, why one member of the community believes these rules should be strictly enforced.
Plus, it's been fairly cool outside, but one primary school principal says discretion still needs to be used when it comes to the dress code. Those details straight ahead.
Also, a new book release highlighting Junkanoo and the rich stories of our Bahamian islands. Stay close for that.
And in sports, Bahamas youth flag football shines at the World Championships in Tampa.
Tonight, Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Royston Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now.
I think it's at this point of the week, most people are either mentally halfway or fully checked into their weekend, even if the day isn't quite done as yet.
Exactly. I feel like the work might still be going on for some, but the plans are already being made or well underway. And honestly, we're not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it at all. It's a Friday evening.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's dive right into the deals. The disabled community calling for stiffer penalties against those who intentionally abuse their designated parking spaces. Kirkland Culmer, who has recently highlighted in a Kalina's Hidden Heroes calendar featuring the disabled, says a fine of $500 should be slapped on the wrists of Bahamians for breaking the law. He says the time has come for those laws to be strictly enforced.
Like me, right? I have a disability. Walking, sometimes you got to walk so far and stuff like that, right? But like I say, I don't mind parking. Sometimes I park if it ain't too far parking. But people just don't have no respect for parking. And even a few times I saw not just young people, older people park with no respect. So please stop parking in disabled parking. Because one day in life, if we all live long enough, they'll have a disability.
Meanwhile, the weather has changed, but the rules don't. Principal at Ridgeland Primary School, Antonia Bain, says though it's been chilly out, students are still being required to uphold the dress code. It's not uncommon to see more students wearing warm attire like jackets, sweaters, and tams during this time of year, but Bain says discretion should still be used. When asked if there's any wiggle room, the principal says there's not much.
Wherever you go, whether it's school or even work, you know, there are rules and policies that we have to adhere to. We can't tell our boss that we want to come in, you know, a certain color hairstyle if the stipulation is for black hair coloring. And so wherever we go, there are rules that we have to adhere to. At times, like I said, there are some leniencies, but we try, or we would urge parents to enforce the policies, the rules of the land, and we want to ensure that our students are progressing as citizens and know that they have to follow the rules in order to be, you know, successful and productive citizens of the Bahamas.
Meanwhile, a proud moment for Bahamian creativity as author Randolph Boylala Coakley officially launches a book years in the making, one which highlights Junkanoo and the rich stories of our Bahamian islands. It's a new book made possible with the support of the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture.
I remembered when Mr. Coakley came to the ministry seeking assistance in reference to this book. And I'm happy to say today that he was a recipient of one of our creative grants from the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. And so today is a proud day that I can witness once again an author and creatives in the orange economy being successful in using our grants to not only tell the story of Junkanoo, but of the various islands.
After starting, stopping, and procrastinating along the way, Coakley credits faith and a little divine intervention for pushing him to finally finish the work. With a clear goal in mind, the author says he wants readers to learn something new about the Bahamas, just as he did while writing.
Learning information for myself too. Like Martin Luther King, he won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. But his acceptance speech, he wrote it in Bimini. This book means a lot to me because it gets to show Bahamians some parts of the Bahamas, not all, but, you know, my aim is that you learn at least one thing new about the Bahamas, you know. So it's available for Bahamians at Logos in the Harbor Bay store, Oasis, and Bahamas Faith Ministry Church, and online.
Congratulations, Mr. Coakley. Still to come, we speak with musical artist Johnny Cake before he performs live on this Entertainment Friday. And of course, Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean has your Access weekend weather forecast. So stay close.
We're BAF Financial.
We're BAF General and Health Insurance.
Welcome to the beautiful Cayman Islands.
Come on in to Cash and Go.
Need technical support? We are BFG Services.
BAF Global. Global reach, local care.
Now for your Access weather forecast, our satellite picture showing a little troughing across the northwest Bahamas in the vicinity of the Berry Islands. That will eventually merge with an approaching cold front. The cold front itself will push through the northwest Bahamas late on Monday, and by Monday night, we expect that to push through the capital. It will bring with it a line of showers and some embedded thunderstorms, but behind that, some nice chilly temperatures will follow next week. The boating forecast tonight in the northwestern islands, the winds, they're going to be northeast at 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights 2 to 4 feet. High tide, that will take place at 11:10 tonight. For the central islands, a more easterly flow at 10 to 15 knots. Wave heights also 10 to 15 knots, and the wave heights 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. In the southeast Bahamas, we have some stronger winds there. Easterly at 12 to 18 knots, the wave heights 3 to 6 feet with a moderate chop in place. So we're asking small craft in the southeast Bahamas to exercise some caution tonight. And then tomorrow in the northwestern islands, the winds become easterly as opposed to that northeast component. The speeds still at 10 to 15 knots, and the wave heights unchanged at 2 to 4 feet. Now the high tide tomorrow, that will occur at 11:21 in the morning with the low tide at 5:42. 22 in the afternoon. And for the Central Islands, easterly winds picking up 12 to 18 knots, wave heights building 3 to 6 feet. So we'll put a caution flag in place for boaters in the central Bahamas tomorrow. For the southeast Bahamas, the caution flags continue as those winds will be easterly 15 to 20 knots, choppy seas at 4 to 7 feet over the ocean. And then as we take you into Sunday in the northwestern parts of our country, we start to get some rotation in the winds. They become southeast at 10 to 15 knots. The wave height still at 2 to 4 feet though. Low tide 6:20 in the morning, high tide at 12:12 in the afternoon. And for the Central Islands on Sunday, southeasterly winds 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet with caution flags holding. And for the southeast Bahamas, no change in the speeds, but the direction will change, becoming southeast at 15 to 20 knots, wave heights 4 to 6 feet over the ocean. So caution flags are in place for boaters both in the central and southeastern islands on Sunday. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by All Star Assurance. That's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by your All-Star Assurance. But drive at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. Royston and Melina.
Thanks, Basil. Well, it's Entertainment Friday, and we have the one and only Johnny Cake with us tonight. Welcome back to Access Now.
Oh, thank you. It's always good to be here, man.
Now, you're obviously a very frequent flyer with us, but for the viewers at home who might be meeting you for the first time tonight, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Johnny Cake, not Johnny Bread, not the one you put in sauce, not the one you put in stew. I'm the artist. I made the song Scared of Ricky, Old Head, and the most famous one that I have out right now, Big Daddy.
All right. And now, what have you been up to since the last time you were here with us?
Since the last time, it's been working in the studio. It's been really pushing and promoting my last 2 singles, one being Big Daddy and my newest single, actually called Man for Everything. Okay. That is the one that's kind of a little bit more controversial because a lot of women hit me up and be like, Man for Everything, what you mean? What are you talking about? So I've been really working with that song right there and performing.
Amazing. And now we've been talking to quite a few people in the music industry this week, so since we have you here, I would love your opinion on how do you feel the Bahamian music industry is treating you and the road that it's going down?
It's good. What I would tell everybody is once you treat yourself like a professional, people will treat you the same way. You know, once you value what you do, once you value your talent and your time, people will understand that, you know. So for right now, it's been going well, and I've noticed the rise within rake and scrape artists as well, because I try to encourage as much artists as I can, even if you do other genres or whatever the case may be, but if you just try to rake and scrape, because that's our culture, that's our sound, that's what the people love, and if you really look around, that's where the most shows are. So I'm just saying, I ain't trying to give out too much sauce right now. I just saying, if you want to try something that it'll be probably lucrative to your career.
All right, and what's next for your career?
Well, for right now, I have more music coming out this year, of course. I'm trying to put out a new song at the end of this month, actually. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to tease it. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm going to put that one out, and then possibly when you're coming back again, we're going to talk about it.
Okay, yeah, one song at a time. One song at a time.
You know what I'm saying? But for right now, as of right now, at this moment, I'm currently promoting 2 songs still, because Big Daddy is still hitting the airways heavily, and my new song, Man for Everything. So that's what's happening right now.
So what are we going to be hearing tonight?
Tonight? Man, come on. Big Daddy, definitely. That's what I'll be performing for you guys tonight.
And what went into writing that song?
You want to know?
If you can say.
What's crazy is, let me give you a quick story. That song was actually supposed to be called Sugar Daddy, right? But Funky D brought out a song before me called Sugar Daddy, and I didn't want to overstep on that. Like, I'm following, shout out to Funky D. So I was like, okay, what's another name for a sugar daddy?
That implies the same thing.
Right, and then my wife was like, Big Daddy, that's what I call you. and I put it out. She don't like it now, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It works.
Oh my goodness, well, we can't wait to hear it. That's coming up later, but we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer because right now it's time to turn things over to Total Sports to see what's on tap.
And several youth flag football teams performing well at the World Flag Championships over the weekend. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
I'm Brent Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales here at CBS Bahamas, where we help you to build beautiful. When it comes to outfitting your new home with beautiful architectural products, we represent prestigious brands such as PGT, Gelwin, Steelcraft, and Overhead Door. If you're looking for new windows or doors custom made for your new house, be sure to email us at sales@cbsbahamas.com.
What you see on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on IRCA's website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
Welcome to your TGIF Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports from the gridiron over the weekend. Several of the Bahamas Flag Football League youth teams fared exceptionally well in Tampa, Florida at the World Flag Football Championships, with several top finishes, culminating by the 16 youth squad winning their division with a 33-21 triumph over Jamaica. San Jose Sports team catching up with BYFFL President Jason Clark and team manager Alexandra Deal.
We took a 9U team, a 12U team, and a 16U team. With our 9U team, after day one, they were in second seed. Our 12U team, after day one, they were in a lower seed. They ended up losing their first two games of the first day, so that dropped them. And then our 16U team was also in seed 2, leading into the second day. They definitely came out as champions. And to be honest, this team, they have been doing, this is the 6th year they've been there. So they started as a 10U team. They've gone every year since 2020. Every year we've seen them get better and better. Coaching is a big factor there. Talent is a second really big factor there. And then the third factor is the fact that they have been together for a long period of time.
Flag football is definitely taking off on the junior side. We're seeing the growth even in our league, especially with the female players. That has been going pretty well, and I think it's happening because of some of the successes that are happening, in addition to the fact that the promotion is going on, and more persons seem to want to start leagues and get coaching going. And so, yeah, it is growing very, very fast, and we're very, very happy with the interest the public is taking in flag football. We would have gone to this tournament the past 5-6 years where didn't win a game and didn't score a point. And now we're going to a place where we're going undefeated during a whole tournament and winning a championship in the 16U division. So definitely it shows your growth, it shows your development, it shows the strength of your program, your coaching, it shows the discipline by the kids and just their commitment to being the best version of themselves at flag football. So very happy with the success, and I think the win on Sunday at that level is just a testimony to the hard work being put in by the admin team, the coaches, the players, the staff, everybody here working with the Bahamas Youth Flag Football League.
It was an historic feat for Bahamian junior golfer Aiden Garospi this week as he made up the field at the 2026 Corn Ferry Tour Great Abaco Classic. Garospi, one of the country's most promising junior golfers at just 16 years old, made history as he became the youngest Bahamian to ever obtain the local exemption for a Corn Ferry Tour event. San Jose sports team spoke with him about the feat.
I'm very grateful to have been able to get the opportunity to play with the professionals on the Corn Ferry. Being the youngest Bahamian's pretty special, doing something no one else hasn't, so it feels good. It's pretty different from junior events. It's a lot more people, hit it farther. just a whole different level. So it was cool to be around all those people.
Onto the pitch, the University of the Bahamas men's soccer team took on United FC on what started as a calm afternoon match between the two top teams in the BFA. United had several opportunities, but Mingo's goalie, Antonio Beckford, was able to make a stand at the line for the Mingos with 7 saves in the first half. The Mingos attackers, including Phil Pilgrim and Kevin Thomas, had some early opportunities as well. The first half ended in a 0-0 tie. Of the half, the Mingos had a few close calls, but were unable to hold off the United attack. At about the 7th minute, the skies seemed to open up and rain followed. Not only was visibility impacted, but ball control was impacted by the puddles as well. Despite one last chance to score, the Mingos could not but hold on for the 0-0 tie. And one of the most anticipated meets of the local track and field calendar is set for this Saturday at the original Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. The 23rd annual Baker Graco Star Performance Track and Field Meet will take place. It will run from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. 16 athletes have already qualified for this year's Griffith Games, and coaches and organizers are hoping that number will increase.
We have people coming in from all over the Bahamas, from Abaco, Moores Island, Grand Bahama, all over all the clubs, all the schools that are participating. It's one of the most highly anticipated meets of the season.
That's been a look at your TGIF Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. Enjoy your weekend.
Fashion was something that I've always loved. I always, as a child, loved to see women just impeccably dressed. But my thing was drawing the looks and mixing colors, and fashion was in my blood. My name is Dr. Jillian Curry Williams, and I'm the designer for Remilda Rose Designs. What sets me apart, that I pay attention to detail. Like, I have an eye for detail. I pay attention to the construction of my garment. I want to make sure that when my garment is completed, that you can wear that on the wrong side or the right side because it's impeccably made. I put my personality into my passion. Well, the fabric of hope was inspired by my father. My father had cancer, and I would go with him to treatments and seeing everybody just look despondent and dreary. And one day this lady dropped her mom off, and her mother fell when she got inside, and I was like, wow, like God, like I'm only a fashion designer. Like, what can I do to assist these people? I know God had me to create it to inspire persons with cancer or any illness that there's hope, that there is light at the end of that tunnel. The encouraging word I would give to women, it's been in my heart for a couple of days, to speak to the older women who may feel that I'm 40, what can I do? I'm 50, what can I do? And that's when the fire in us kicks in. We've had the work experience. We've passed all those tests. So take that idea that God has given you and put it to use. This is where it all begins.
To learn more about the Women Entrepreneurs Initiative, visit our website or contact us at 461-7232. And remember, empowered women empower women.
The Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting is partnering with the Bahamas Christian Council to help build stronger Bahamian families.
I believe that our ultimate experience in living begins with God and family.
Our purpose is to facilitate, guide, inspire, and equip you to have a better life.
And a strong family foundation begins with each of us trying to become better individuals. Let's unite
for a stronger Bahamas.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting, the heartbeat of the nation, leading Bahamians from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment.
You're looking at a catamaran in Nassau Harbor that shot courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. And it's time now to take a trip down to Exuma. Let's go.
Thanks, Marlena. The staff and students at St. Andrew's Anglican School in Georgetown, Exuma are benefiting from a brand new bus. Principal Tamara Munker noted that the bus will also assist in transporting students to field trips and to the campus for extra classes on weekends as they prepare for national exams.
We are so grateful to Mr. Fisk Johnson and the Johnson family, and also Miss Jenny Cattell and her family, for ensuring that we have this bus. And as you are aware, and if you're not, we are on a move here in Exuma. We have our building, our 8-classroom building and bathroom that is just about ready. And now this is the icing on the cake to pull up in our brand new spanking 2023 Ford Transit bus. And we are forever grateful. God has heard our prayers, and we are on the side of blessings and only more blessings to come.
Dean of Students, Father Tristan Lockhart, says the bus will also enhance the school's outreach initiatives in the community.
We ask God to guide us and to journey and to continue to journey with us and to keep our students safe. And so, of course, the plan is that we want to be more active in the community. And to be more active in the community, we need our own transportation. And God has richly blessed us today. So therefore, we have the bus, and I'm so honored to bless the bus and so that we will be able to use it to the honor and glory of God.
And now we get your weekend started with Johnny Cake.
Yeah. You know what it is, call me. The one, the original, the only. Bahamas, you all know what it is? Watch this now. Oy, that's what she calling me. Once she rub my head on my belly, she could get all of my money. That's because she's sweeter than mango. Mother chick, she tastes like honey. You know, Moxie, I catch the crowd. I mean, the one way inside the beat. She asked me if I will pay her lights and water bill. I said, She say refrigerator and cupboards need to fill. I say, She asked if I would sell my abongi from Brazil. I say, She asked me if I die, will I put her in my will? I say, She want lobster steak, shrimp plantain, she ain't want no chicken stock. She want a brand new Benz, it's idea with 215s in the back. Can't take on her no dingy boat, she want drink wine on the yacht. Baby, everything you asking for, I can give you all of that. But I can need a little piece of that sweetness if you want to be financially free. Ain't gonna be every single day, ain't gonna be every single week. No, don't think cause I 64, this old dog ain't gonna be on heat. Yeah, I know that I'm not KB, but baby, I can need all the meat. Oy, that's what she calling me. Once she rub my head on my belly, she could get all of my money. That's because she's sweeter than mango. Mother sick, she tastes like honey. You know, Moxie, I catch the crowd. I mean, the one way is hard to be. Oy, that's what she calling me. I's a old man who wants a young girl who can buy all the fancy things. She don't need to work on no job. I don't care if she cook or clean. She's the one that I taking care of when she breaking off a lip. Oy, she say she like take trips only first class on the plane. I said, Say she want caviar with a cold glass of champagne. I said, She asked if her lifestyle is something I could maintain. I say, She asked if she could be the wife and have my last name. I say, She want lobster steak, shrimp plantain, she ain't want no chicken snack. She want a brand new Benz, it's idea with 215s in the back. Can't take on no dingy boat, she want drink wine on the yacht. Baby, everything you asking for, I can give you all of that. But I can need a little piece of that sweetness if you want to be financially free. Ain't gonna be every single day, ain't gonna be every single week. No, don't think cause I 64, this old dog ain't gonna be on heat. Yeah, I know that I'm not KB, but baby, I can need all of me. Oy, that's when she calling me. Once she rub my head on my belly, she could get all of my money. That's because she's sweeter than mango. Mother sick, she tastes like honey. You know, Moxie, I catch the crab. Mean the one way is hard to be. Oy, that's when she calling me. I's an old man who wants a young girl I could buy all the fancy things. She don't need to work on no job. I don't care if she cook or clean. She's the one that I taking care of when she breaking off a little bit. Oy. Big Daddy. You know, you gotta rub my hand on my belly now. Just don't forget my belly. As you can see, I like eat. Oh, yeah, that's what she calling me. I's a woman who wants a young girl that could buy all the fancy things. She don't need to work on no job. I don't care if she cook or clean. She's the one that I taking care of when she breaking off a little piece. Johnny Cake.
Colorful performance by Johnny Cake, always a pleasure. Now you got to decide whether you're a big daddy, a sugar daddy, or a splendid daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
There are a lot of splendid daddies. Yeah.
A lot of splendid daddies. Anyway, that's going to do it for Access Now for tonight. But before we close tonight, we want to acknowledge someone incredibly special to our team. Our late producer, Tanya, or Miss T, as we called her, was laid to rest today at St. Agnes Anglican Church, where she was remembered as a visionary in media, a devoted mother, and someone who deeply loved Junkanoo and music.
Her impact and her spirit will continue to live on through the work she cared so much about and the culture she helped to elevate. From all of us here, she will be deeply missed, and we were so grateful to have known her. As always, be sure to tune into the Bahamas tonight at 11 with Corbell Piper. Good night, everybody. Have a safe weekend.
At Rusty Bethel Drive, I'm Paiswell Forbes. This is ZNS.
And welcome to another exciting episode of A&E Showcase. I'm Melissa. Coming up on today's show, we celebrate the return of a festival that was first launched in 1974. We take a look at a young fashion designer who's making waves, and we get to talk to one of the hottest Bahamian artists on the rise. The Gumbe Summer Festival is a cultural event that takes on the format of an open street festival. The main area of downtown Bay Street is closed off to vehicular traffic, and then food, drinks, arts, and craft vendors and Bahamian entertainers take over as they inundate patrons with Bahamian culture. This year's festival began on July 27th and ran until August 17th. And from the looks of it, Bahamians and visitors alike had themselves a blast.
This is a family-friendly event taking place in a safe atmosphere with excitement galore. You will note lots of creativity and innovation have gone into the culinary offerings and delectable drinks and desserts at Gumbe.
The Gumbe Summer Festival also a big deal for artisans and entrepreneurs who showcased their creativity